Okay. It's February 19th. We're at the Council on Aging on Deer Crossing. This is a meeting of the Agricultural Commission, Lakeville's Agricultural Commission. It is 7:07 PM, and we are being filmed by Lake Cam. The agenda is the exact same as the previous month. So number one would be review the prior month's minutes. I'm told that those are not available tonight, so maybe we'll get to that in March. The farming film update. I have secured the CDs for the film night. I have been in contact with David Simons of Forgotten Farms. Because of our lack of budget, he has waived nearly half the fee.
Wow.
They knocked it down from $250 to $150,
Nice.
which I will pay.
We can go and ask on that.
We'll get to that as this comes up.
Okay.
I appreciate that, though. I've been in contact again with Jamie Viveras from the Lakeville Library. They've had some issues, I guess, meeting with the Board of Trustees and deciding on how things are going to go as far as fundraisers and so forth. But she is still okay with the soft collection. No, we can't sell tickets, we can't charge a fee for this event, but she has reaffirmed to us we will be able to do the soft push on donations. They are going to post our event for us, and then I'm going to ask that we post it on the different sites that we have access to on Facebook and so forth, and the town will hopefully post it for us. I'm waiting for like a one-page synopsis from the movie's producers, so that it's not something written by us, it's something that it comes from them. And again, Dave Simons is supposed to get that for me. Mr. Darling? Well, we've just been discussing the Forgotten Farms film, and that they have, the synopsis is that they have reduced the fee for us. And so we'll get it a little cheaper, and that's good. So that's where we're at for that. My intention would be to have our meeting that same night, if people are available. And again, that was on the 26th, Tuesday night, the 26th of March.
6 to 8.
6 to 8. Any questions on?
So once you get the synopsis, can you send it out to everybody, or like a certain type of advertisement for the movie so
Yep.
that we can all spread the word?
I can.
As far as Facebook goes, emails, postings, local locations. My one question is, are you concerned if by any chance we happen to get over 100 people?
No,
Okay, you're not concerned. Okay. Just
we
curious.
can't push too hard.
Okay, don't push too hard.
Just enough
mean, I
that
don't
we
think
think we
we
get some
will,
people.
but-
Yeah,
Wouldn't that be a nice dilemma?
Because sometimes if you put something on Facebook and it's free, you'd be surprised sometimes at the amount of interest, especially in the winter time.
Yeah.
You could get on something, so it's just,
if it's a big hit, we could always do a second showing,
okay,
because
Right.
we will own the
first come,
the
first
C-
serve.
Yeah, we will own the CD, and that's how we're gonna have to
Okay.
advertise it.
Yep.
And the library, we are also gonna be donating a copy of the CD to the library
Right.
for their usage, so they could
That's
also
awesome.
loan it to people that were interested.
Are there, I should say, can we have water available, like beverages, or is that like, because it's the library?
Yeah, she and I have to talk about that a little further. I
Okay.
know that there's no,
Get the popcorn machine cooking.
yeah, I don't,
Well, because, I mean, I was gonna say, I can donate like a couple flats of, small water bottles or something if we need them.
yeah. All right, I hope to meet with her in this coming week
Okay.
and get a little bit more on that. The next item is the bank accounts. I have been to Eastern Bank and was directed to the IRS website. We now have a federal tax ID number for PALE. The filing fee for that was $245, even though it's a nonprofit. So again, I put up the $245
Hey, thanks for the
in the
donation.
hopes that I'll either declare it a donation or I'll try and recoup it at some point in time. We'll have to talk about that at future meetings.
When we have a budget.
If and when we have a budget, I'm already minus $395, but, that's a drop in the bucket for
For your
a
volunteer
big,
services.
big volunteer board member here.
I'm surprised you're not shaking over there all that
I'm
money you're
I'm
putting
much
out.
better than I used to be. So now that we have our federal ID number, Eastern Bank will open an account for us, and we will have both myself and Hank as signers, as previously agreed on at one of our meetings. Because we don't have a physical mailing address, and this was an account set up to benefit us, but not part of the Agricultural Commission, the mail will be going to a Racecourse Road address. And we will work from there. So hopefully we have everything all together by then, and we can start taking some donations in. And so that's a positive.
That's real good.
But PALE exists. If there's nothing more on the banking, we'll move on to the farmers markets. I did receive an updated email from Laura Bailey. Laura did speak with us one night prior about the farmers markets. She has recommended that we do some research on farmfresh.org, which shows the mapping and the local farmers markets. In her research, it seems that Wednesdays would be a possible night for us, as nobody in the area has a farmer's market on a Wednesday. Still have no further update on the possibility of a manager. I did speak with Jared Darling regarding a gentleman from Clear Pond Road that you thought may be interested in.
Yeah, I think he'll do it.
Okay,
Maybe I can just set him up and you can give him a call and
okay,
kind of talk to him about it.
all right. Was he also the guy that may be interested, you thought, as
Yeah,
a
we could-
possibility of an
Yeah, if we
alternate
could ask him about that
for the
too.
board? Okay. I have nothing else on the farmer's market. Anyone?
I went down to Swansea.
That's, can we hit that on the
Oh,
next?
sorry.
The next thing?
Sure, I didn't bring a copy of the agenda.
Okay.
Yes. The second time I jumped
So if we have nothing further on that,
from that.
we may spin into some type of farmer's market discussion as we discuss the area agricultural commissions, if anybody did speak with them. Ms. Barber?
Thank you, Mr. Hunt. Swansea does not have an AgCom,
Okay,
but they have a farmer's market.
okay,
And it's organized by Erin Babbitt, who's a beef farmer down there. In the summer, it's at her farm, and in the winter, it's at the Swansea Mall. It's an indoor market.
okay.
So I wrote out what I talked about with her, if anybody wants a copy. So her contact information is really easy to come by online. I asked her about things to do with the town officials, and she said they don't really pay much attention to us. The farms that are involved are, the ones that are raising food are all inspected.
What?
So she said, I guess if we weren't all inspected, that would be a problem, but, her farm is, and people who are doing veggies, and everybody's up to par with what they need.
Okay.
We do.
She suggested that it was really important to get vendors who would be consistent, so you can always rely on the same people to come if you're doing it once a month or once a week, or however you want to divide it up. She said make sure that those people can promise you that. And we were both talking, she and I, about the importance of people who are sourcing their own products, if you're doing it as a farmer's market, so it's really local. If you're not getting people in who are growing potatoes, but buying tomatoes from Maryland and that kind of thing.
Okay.
To round out their produce, or however it goes. It was a small market, I thought, but they've been around for about 3 years, and they had kind of an array of things. They had somebody doing some woodworking. They had a bee products, somebody making chocolate. There was a small representation of some maple syrup, and I think she had that with her beef stuff. She'd also be interested in talking to us about if we wanted her to come to our market. She occasionally does chicken and lamb as well. What else was there? Did I say baked goods? Oh, there was a farm, Sampson's Farm of Westport. Jeff Sampson was there with potatoes, and he had winter squashes, I think, too. That's all I found out, basically, about them. I was going to check Bristol, Rhode Island. They also do not have an agricultural commission. And I reached out to Carver. And I sent an email to the contact person that was listed on the, I didn't take Jared's advice. I tried to contact somebody on the AgCom, and it went to the assistant administrator of the town, and she forwarded it to the appropriate people, who are a fellow named Joe, who's in charge of AgCom, I can't pronounce his last name, and Mike Nash, who runs their market. But I haven't heard back. It's been a couple weeks. I haven't heard from either of them.
Well, if you took my advice, you would have
I would have
heard
heard
back.
right back, I know.
Just saying.
Is that Mr. Dunham?
What's that?
Mr. Dunham? No, that was a different person.
Dick Ward.
Dick Ward, thank you.
Cranberry grower.
Maybe I'll take it.
What's that?
So he's a cranberry grower.
I won't hold that against them.
Okay. Did anybody else have an opportunity to reach out to anybody on a,
I reached out to, I called the Rochester Town Hall because I had an AgCom listed, but nothing else, so they said, well, we don't think we have an acting AgCom, so I found a
Okay.
contact name for someone, and I called him and had a long chat, and he said, we had an AgCom, and we fought long and hard to get Rochester as a right-to-farm community, and then once they had that, the AgCom stopped meeting, and now it's defunct.
really? Okay.
In Westport, I emailed the chairman of the AgCom in Westport, and he said, well, I'm really new at it, and I don't really have any answers, but I'll give you an email address to two people who've been on it for a long time. And like Cindy, I'm still waiting to hear back.
Okay.
So I think this month I'll pursue a couple more towns and see what I can find out.
Okay. Anything on this side of the table?
You guys wouldn't let me call anybody.
Unsupervised.
It's tough.
Oh, and both of those AgCom said they didn't have a town budget, but Westport said people in their town have been really, really good about donating things. Like they have a beautiful AgCom brochure, someone donated the graphics and somebody donated the money for the printing.
Okay,
And Rochester never had town budget.
okay. All right, any other business? Anything that's come to mind, anything that needs to be discussed tonight? My intent is in the interim between now and the 26th, as information comes in, I will just shoot some text messages and emails out and,
Okay.
you know, maybe carrier pigeons for the folks that are against text messages and emails. So,
He looks at us.
I kind of scared him when I told him I was a Luddite.
yeah. So. All right, I don't think there's anything further tonight. It's 7:24. I'll entertain a motion if somebody wants the motion and adjournment.
I make a motion that we adjourn the meeting.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Anyone opposed? Unanimously.